What is going on, guys? 48 hours later with iOS 26.4 Beta 2, and we have some takeaways I want to go over. I'm going to keep this video short for you guys today. If you missed any of the prior information in regards to Beta 2, just know there is nothing really new here. There's some UI tweaks, but no new features, still no new Siri, but a much closer build number to actually being ready for the public release. As you can see here, this does have an E build, which is nice, quite a big jump actually from what we had in Beta 1, which signifies that Apple thinks we are getting much closer to this actually release and does give us confidence this will still be released probably mid-March or so. I believe we'll have probably 2 more betas and then that should be it. So aside from that, like I said, higher iOS version, a couple of different UI tweaks, but as far as battery life has been, this is one thing that I'm still kind of questioning. It has definitely been better than Beta 1, but you can see very easily, if you look at battery usage, every once in a while, I'm still having the same issue where the home and lock screen is destroying battery life. You can see it was at 7% yesterday, and then the day before, 7% as well. Definitely a little higher than usual, but we're not getting anything now showing that it was higher than usual necessarily. So having said that, you can see we had 8.5 hours of screen active time, and then 9.5 and almost really 10 of screen idle time from the last couple of days. Now, I will also say performance has been good. I will, though, call out, if you see how the icons ever so slightly delayed when you switch page to page, that is intermittent. And then also, I have seen it where some apps have just purely froze. The improvement to the RAM management is still here. Everything really has been holding a lot better in memory. Comment down below and let me know if this has been your experience as well. But like we always do, we'll jump into Clash, do a couple little things here, get some of these free cards, and then we'll hop into our Stocks app and just really jump around for a minute. And you can see it is flying with no issue. I'm definitely happy with the performance of this build. As you probably also saw here, we did just run a Geekbench score again for today, as opposed to when we downloaded this. And you can see we are hovering pretty comparable between the days here. On the 24th, we got a 9789 multi-core score and a 3797 single. And then this morning we got a 9691 multi and a 3788 single. Very comparable, and again, in day-to-day usage, you're not going to see this or feel the difference in performance. It could also be a placebo effect, but that new playlist Playground does seem to work a little quicker. Let's just go ahead and do hip-hop party songs. And this did take a little longer in Beta 1. You can see it's already searching, and just a couple of seconds later, we will have about 25 to 35 tracks all laid out, and there you go. You can see just how quick that worked. We're not going to save this. We'll go ahead and close that out. But one thing that does still remain is the delays in the Apple Store, or the App Store, I should say, with loading. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but it doesn't matter what page you're on. It takes significantly longer than what it was prior. You can see the search icon is now integrated into this one seamless bar instead of being separated. Again, more just simple small UI tweaks here than new features. There are a lot of rumors that Apple will be discarding some old code in the future versions of iOS 27 and really revamping some of the stock apps internally. So let's go ahead, jump into camera. Let's go into freeform since we never usually go in there. Close it out. And now that we did a couple things, let's go ahead and go back to Clash. And you can see we lost connection. Unfortunately, it didn't retain in memory, but for some reason, that's just how Clash buffers, after jumping around a little bit. But aside from that, I do have to say everything has been smooth. Like I said, I don't mind recommending this. If you're definitely on Beta 1, definitely upgrade. If you're not on the betas, maybe hold off for now. Which brings me to my next point and what we can expect next. Since this did drop a week after iOS 26.4 Beta 1 dropped, I think we might actually get another beta in a week only on March 2nd, or at least the week of March 2nd, considering on March 4th, we do have that Apple event coming up, or experience as they're calling it, and I do believe that beta will hopefully hold the new emojis, possibly some new hints of the new Gemini-powered Siri, as well as whatever code might be needed for the new MacBooks, the new iPads, and whatever else Apple might surprise us and release. So that's really it. Make sure to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Comment down below how iOS 26.4 has been for you, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.